An effective content marketing strategy today is nearly unrecognizable from what it was even 2 years ago. Updates to privacy regulations and fast-cycling trends of social media have led to an ever-changing digital landscape. And those failing to keep up with the changes are often left looking and feeling ridiculous. It's no longer enough for content marketers who just crank out content and hope that it works. They need to build a flexible strategy styled for the internet of today. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do exactly that in just 8 steps. Content marketing is the strategic creation and distribution of content aimed to fuel interest in your brand. For B2B companies, it generates website traffic, leads, and sales for businesses doing business with other businesses. Today's marketers have their work cut out for them. Over time, we've realized the typical buyer journey looks less like this and more like this. Since most marketing teams don't have the resources to be everywhere doing everything all at once, great movie, your best action is to create a content strategy that allows you to produce content effectively, efficiently, and distribute it across various channels, then test it and stay focused on your business goals. It's a lot to do, but I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. Before jumping into our 8-step guide, you need to build a solid understanding of these 5 key principles: goals, audience, channels, voice, and differentiators. Consider subscribing to our channel. We're publishing a video like this each week, and by subscribing, you can be sure to catch them all. 8 steps to building a modern B2B content marketing strategy. Step 1, perform a content audit. You shouldn't develop any new content until you know how your existing content is performing. Tools like Google Analytics, Sprout Social, SEMrush, and HubSpot will help you evaluate SEO, content engagement, and other key performance areas. And if you do YouTube, you can also check out the YouTube Creator Studio. Once you've established a baseline for these metrics, you're ready for step 2. Step 2, assign themes to your content. Gather your top performing content in a spreadsheet and segment them into themed categories based on their subject matter. From there, tag each piece with an audience segment, format, and top performing channel. Think about why some content was more successful than others, and make notes. You'll revisit this in step 4. But before that, step 3, conduct keyword research and social listening. This is the backbone of most B2B content marketing strategies because it tells you what people are searching for and keeps you in the loop on the conversations happening across social networks. Use your content themes from step 2 and tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush to guide your keyword research. Then, follow thought leaders from your industry on TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other channels to develop and maintain an understanding of how people are communicating in these spaces. You don't want to be the person saying the bomb when everyone else is saying fire and lit. Lit is still a thing, right? Step 4, plan your first content tests. Based on your content audit, keyword research, and social listening, you should have some solid theories on what content will work and where it will work. To test those theories, you'll want to set up a testing framework by doing the following. Match the content formats to distribution channels and assign key performance indicators based on those baseline metrics from step 1. This is how you will evaluate the performance of your content. Next, use content ops to determine the people, processes, and tools that you'll need to execute your tests. Lastly, chart how you'll split test your video thumbnails, banner images, and other design elements. If you don't have the resources in-house to do this and scale design, then watch this video on how Superside can help. Step 5, produce your content. Now that you have a plan, it's time to get your hands dirty by producing some actual content. While every format will have its own resource requirements, your workflow should look something like this. When choosing which topics to explore, revisit the themes from step 2 to see where you're lacking content. Take a look at your metrics from step 1 to see what hot topics you can build on. Step 6, distribute your content. Every piece of content needs a distribution plan. What you can do is write down the key points of your content and tailor the language to each of your distribution channels. For example, if you're publishing a new ebook, you can write a summarizing thread on Twitter. For TikTok, maybe you post a funny video talking about the pain points of your new ebook. Basically, you want to take the contents and talk about it in a different way for each platform. Think of each distribution channel as promotional leverage. The more levers that you pull, the more people will see your content. Step 7, measure your results. As time goes on, you'll be able to evaluate your performance metrics and split test to see what's working and what isn't. Build off of your successes by pushing them forward. For content failing to meet the mark, try to diagnose the issue and test solutions. If your latest YouTube video isn't getting the views that you expected, maybe you need to target a different keyword. If the problem is click-through rate, Superside can cook up a variety of thumbnails to help you discover what works best. Step 8, repurpose your content. Creating a video and not turning it into an article or a series of social posts is like throwing out perfectly good leftovers. You just spent hours preparing that meal. Throw it in a wrap, cover it in cheese, toss it in the microwave, and enjoy not having to cook tomorrow. Your most successful content should be repurposed from other channels so that you can get the most out of your work. This makes content production much more efficient while giving you more data points about your audience and their consumption habits. Remember, today's most effective content calendars are flexible. Plan your content quarterly and leave room to respond to trends and changes in the market. By repurposing content, you'll spend less time with your fingers on the keyboard and more time with your fingers on the pulse, keeping up with your audience and evolving digital landscape. If you found this video helpful, then subscribe to our channel for more videos on how you can scale your design capabilities and become a more effective design leader. And if you want to scale your design capabilities, you can also check out Superside to learn how you can unlock your content marketing strategy with on-brand social media graphics, animated explainer videos, blog headers, newsletter graphics, and much more. Superside plugs into your organization, letting you invite anyone to submit project briefs and have their designs delivered by a fully managed and fully stacked dedicated design team. Go to the link in the description or head over to superside.com to learn more.